Hey, it's Ronan Segal, your accordion teacher, and today I want to share a recording with you from a house concert that I played last week. We're not just going to listen to the song. If you want to listen to the entire song, channel members of My Musical Life, you can find the entire video there. Accordion Love members, you could access the entire concert on Accordion Love. But I wanted to explain to you and really to see with you the non-verbal communication that happens amongst musicians. We had practiced once before, the musicians in the show. This is a house concert. There was Connie the clarinetist, Adam the guitarist, Ronan the accordion player, and Glenn the upright bass player. What we had in front of us, I'll show you, are chord charts. Connie the clarinetist had the actual notes. The rest of us have these chord charts in front of us, digitally on an iPad. They're Heiser Bulgar, it says the name of the song, and it shows you the chords of the song. What does this mean? You'd better know how to play these chords. C, B flat minor, C, C, B flat minor, C, C, B flat minor. This is klezmer in C. Instead of klezmer in D, this is klezmer in C. Fine. What I wanted to highlight today was what happens when Connie is playing lead and she passes you a solo. What does that look like? What goes through my brain? And then what happens when the guitar player starts taking a solo? What do I do as an accordion player? What do you do as an accordion player when you're thrown into this situation? So again, I wanted to share this footage with you and like a DVD commentary to talk through it. Let's do it together and have a look. So I'll share my screen. This is cell phone footage. I have permission from the band to share this. Let's see what happens. So we're playing the song. Connie's playing lead, wonderful. We're playing rhythm. I have a whole section on Accordion Love on how to support someone playing lead. Did you see what she did? Let's look at that again. She's playing, and then she looks at me and does this. I'm now playing solo. Wrong note right away. Let's listen. That note is not in the klezmer scale. I'm not used to klezmer in C. I play the song in D. Can do with my eyes closed. In C. I was looking for the C. I hit a D. That's okay. You can see my face go up. Good. Up. Keep going. An improvisation. I know I can't play the song at full speed. The correct. That's what I'm supposed to play. You're not going to get that from me during the show. So I improvise in a klezmer scale. It sounds good. Adam, the guitar player, has taken over the melody, the lead, the solos. So I switch from whatever the ending there was. He took over, I switched to rhythm. Let's see that transition again. And I back off. He's playing now. Still soloing. Watch his eyes. He's finished. He's looking at me. Is he passing the solo back to me? I'm going to step in and take it. I think he was looking to Connie. I believe she wasn't playing, and so I stepped in. But he looks at me. There's a little nod saying, go ahead, it's you. I'm taking the melody now. Looking at each other. Exchanging solos. Connie's just looking at us. A clarinet is here. If her clarinet was here, it means I'm ready. Pass me the ball. But she's watching us, big smile on her face, saying, keep going. Again, I'm going to rewind just to hear me and Adam's exchange. Adam. Who are we looking at now? Passing it over to Glenn, the upright bass player. He started to do bum 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 bum, kind of saying, knock knock, I'm here too. Maybe he wants a solo, so let's listen. Doom, 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 doom. So it's constantly being aware, listening, looking, and again, knowing klezmer, knowing the C to B flat minor to C. Constantly being aware of who's taking what, while still being aware of the song. And again, this is our second time playing together. I don't know who wants solos, who's comfortable soloing, but we're all very attentive to each other. And looking over at Glenn. We're just doing bam, bam, bra ba ba ga ba 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 ba. So again, as soon as Adam looked over at Glenn, we're in part C of the song. We're doing shots, and Glenn is taken over. He's comfortable. We're comfortable with him. Let's look at that again. Sure where it's going. And again. Bum, bum. Flat minor. And now we're all coming back. Eyes on the sheet music, making sure we're playing the right chords. His eyes are down. My eyes are down, looking towards the iPad. But before there was some congratulations to Glenn. Watch the little nod. Good job. Looking up. She's... Let's see how she's going to trigger the end. Looking at Connie. See the lifting of the guitar, and hear a little utterance, maybe of tag, like tagging it. Watch Adam's tag. The slightest tag. Watch again. I'm gonna slow it down. Tag. Repeat. And watch Adam raise his guitar like a conductor. And the end. How wonderful when what you're given is a chord chart, which is often the case. You're given a lead sheet. Communication between the band is what happens. We might have a thing that says skip repeat the second time around, but you'd better rely on your ears and on the subtlety of your playing. And maybe if you're not certain, like me in a gig, you're gonna sit back and listen to the melody player, the rhythm player, and wait to be passed the solo, and then and listening and being courteous. All these things happen, and we all assume our roles when we're playing with other people. I'll share this recording over again for My Musical Life, which is the channel memberships. You can have access to these recordings uninterrupted by me. Accordion Love members, you can find these recordings in the Playing with Others section. Yeah, I hope you enjoy these. Let me know if you want to see more of these breakdowns. Thank you.